Oh yes, I will eventually continue Star Force, I promise. My fingers aren't crossed right now. Anyway, oh, bad matchup. So I had something called root resorption. I just got a random pink spot on one of my teeth. It was beneath the gum, so I didn't see it until it was pointed out to me by my dentist. And basically what that means is your white blood cells start attacking one of your teeth. And it's almost always caused by facial trauma. So like if you fall and hit your face or something like that. And I didn't have any facial trauma. But one of the other things that can cause it is having a lot of dental work as a kid, or like extensive orthodontal work. And I had very aggressive braces as a kid. I had like rubber bands, spring. I wore them for like 3 years or something like that, or 4. I had them for quite a long time. So probably it was related to that. It's probably because, I don't know, because this is like, 15 years later. But that tooth got moved around a lot. It was my right front tooth, like the top one. One of my incisors. Anyway, so abruptly I got a pink spot on one of my teeth, and it turned out it was a pink spot covering a massive fucking cavity. And root resorption isn't caused by like your brushing habits or your flossing habits. I actually brush and floss every fucking day, I'll have you know. But this was literally my white blood cells destroying one of my teeth. I had external root resorption. And so there's nothing you can do about that. They're not even really sure what causes it, and literally the solution is to just drill the fuck out of the tooth. You gotta root canal it so the white blood cells don't have access to it anymore. And then you've gotta, crown it because you just had a root canal and it's lost all its stability. Back throw is probably the best thing to do there. Just to get deadly in the corner. Or Alex can 100% mix you here. Some jab got beat by the drill. Anyway, I go to endodontist, and I get a root canal. Yeah, it's an autoimmune thing. Just by merit of the fact that it's my white blood cells attacking my tooth. Anyway, I get a root canal. It fucking sucked. Additionally, because they had to drill out so much, because the root resorption, they had to like start from a very specific spot. Like if I just got an ordinary root canal, they would have started from the back. But because I had a huge hole in the front, the thing is, like, I wasn't detected fast enough. But it was underneath the gum, so how the fuck was I supposed to detect it? And I already go to the dentist twice a year, so why the fuck didn't they detect it the first time? It was just, it showed up really, like, it was very aggressive. I hate when that happens. When you get parried and when you parry and you try and hit a button, but Dudley's ducking dodges your button. Fuck Dudley. Anyway, because I was such a fat cavity in the front, they had to go in through the front for the root canal. So I got a root canal. It cost me, I have shit dental insurance, so it cost me $1,700. And then I had to get a crown, which I got a couple days ago, and that cost me $1,300 more. So I'm down $3K from fucking one of my teeth destroying itself. And the crown is bigger than the tooth was, so I can like feel it every time I close my jaw, and it's super shitty. Nice parry. If I got an implant, oftentimes they have to take out the whole tooth. Normally they can just drill it out and do a filling, I think. But mine was detected too late. I had no pain, by the way. It hadn't actually reached the root in any way. I still had sensation in the tooth, and it didn't hurt or anything. But they took it out. And then for a week I had an aggressive root canal, so without a crown yet. So I couldn't use the tooth at all. It was like for 2 weeks. So I had to like only eat foods I could put straight into the back of my mouth. And then like, a couple days ago I got the crown. And I was like, can I eat normal food now? And they were like, yeah, maybe keep not using the tooth, because it's a temp crown. And they're going to give me a proper crown in 3 weeks. That's always what they do with crowns. They give you the temp crown and they give you a proper one a little bit later when it's done. I was like, can I eat like normal food now? Can I use the tooth? And they were like, yeah, maybe still don't use it. And I was like, okay, but what about when I get the final crown? And the dentist just looked at me and he's like, yeah, maybe like you're never gonna eat corn on the cob again. Well, I have been eating soft foods, but more so I've been eating foods I can just like eat with a knife and fork. They go straight into the back of my mouth. I have no idea what the temp crown is made out of. I also don't know what the final one will be made out of. They never told me at any point. I think they made out of porcelain or something. But I don't know if it's the temp or the final ones that are made out of porcelain. Acrylic seems right. Probably acrylic then porcelain. Anyway, this is what I've been going through these last few weeks, and it's been really shitty. Because I've been thinking about it every fucking time I eat. And additionally, the new crown feels like a foreign object in my mouth, like permanently. Mostly just because it's a bit bigger than the tooth was. And probably they could have shaved it down more than they did. I don't know what to do about that though, because I know it has to be structurally sound. But I was numb when they put in the crown, so I couldn't tell that it was bigger. Like, it definitely felt weird, but I thought it would feel normal once the numbness wore off. And it feels better, but it doesn't feel quite right. My bottom jaw can't go up quite as high, but it's like a half a millimeter difference. But that half a millimeter is just like different from everything I've ever fucking experienced. Cool using the TCs as like frame traps. Oh, towards Fierce. You want a command grab, I guess? Towards Fierce is never a button you want. Almost never. Anyway, that's my crown story, and that's why I've been streaming lately. It's because my life has been a living hell for the past few weeks. And also, I'm down a shitload of money. Additionally, I've been doing my radiology program, which I'm doing very well in. I've got an A in both classes. Like a really high A. I've got over 100% in both classes. Ah, Dudley's putting up a nice wall. This looks hellish for Hugo. I thought once I got the crown I'd just be able to eat normal food. But the dentist made it sound like I couldn't. I just want to be able to bite into a soft-ass burrito. Burritos aren't hard, they're not sticky. And I brought up a burrito specifically to him. I was like, can I eat a burrito? And he's like, maybe you can eat a burrito. Okay. I was about to be fucking mad for Alex's sake, but the second hit did connect, or the third hit rather. That didn't even combo. Ugh. Might have been possible to mash out of that with inhuman mashing. Thought it was pretty quick. Anyway, I've radically changed my diet over the last few days, and actually I've been eating a lot healthier, which is good because I've been a fat shit the last, like, few months. I actually gained a lot of weight, and that's super bad. I went up, like 7 or 8 pounds, and it's just like, damn, I wish I didn't weigh 7 or 8 pounds. Back Fierce trying to catch a parry attempt. The thing is, if it's one of my molars, I could just prefer chewing on the other side. Or even one of my canines, I could just take bites with the other canine side. But the fact that it's one of my front teeth means it's going to be... I can never really avoid using it. Which means it's probably going to wear out faster than other... What a punish! He did a punish that worked on an airborne opponent. He did backdash. What a punish! That was cool. He had just a regular jumping combo. He did that cool ass combo. He didn't have to do that. He had just jump Fierce and everyone else. I could maybe get a second opinion, but I'd probably get the same similar. When I googled it, it seemed like you can eat normal food once you get a permanent crown. But again, incisors are thinner than other teeth, so they might be a lot more vulnerable of crowns, or as crowns. Oh, that Dizzy Bar. This is anyone's game for sure. Might be Hugo's favorite. Now win. Maybe I'll be able to eat a burrito. So I was at the store the other day. I was at Walmart. I don't shop at Walmart, but I went with my friends. Not that I think anything wrong of someone who shops at Walmart. Alright, I'm going to tell you guys something. Back me up on this. If you go to Walmart before noon, there is a 100% chance you're going to run into someone who's wearing pajamas. I've never gone to Walmart before noon and not seen someone wearing pajamas. You guys notice that? The pajamas Walmart. Or I wonder if that gets more hits on Hugo. It's 2 hits, 2 hits. It's 2 hits, 2 hits, 4 hits for Aura. Nice. That's unparryable and also true punish, depending on the timing. Anyway, I was at Walmart and I saw oatmeal that was Cookie Crisp brand. Nice. I'm livid. Maybe that has no invincibility after all. I thought it had some. Maybe it's just really fast. Who knows? What was I saying? Oh yeah, they had Cookie Crisp oatmeal. And I was like, that sounds gross. They had a bunch of oatmeals that sounded gross. They had like Lucky Charms oatmeal. I think Fruity Pebbles oatmeal. And Cookie Crisp, and I was like, bro, this is gonna be nasty. So I got one just to see if it was nasty or not. It wasn't super unhealthy. The oatmeal I usually like is about 120 for the same amount calories, and this one's 150. The thing is, I thought all of them could be alright. Like, I think chocolate chips and oatmeal can work. When I have oatmeal, it's almost always just nothing or brown sugar, and then a banana. Anyway, I had the first one today, and it was not very good at all. If you guys wanted affirmation that Cookie Crisp oatmeal is not very good, I will give it to you. I was like, I don't really want to eat the other 5 of these. The chocolate was ironically the worst part. I thought it would be the best part. Oh, hard punish to do there. He might not have had a clap. To get the side swap and the clap, I don't know if that's possible. And I don't know if he could have got the clap without the side swap, because Dudley might have been going over no matter what. That was just a really awful situation for you. He probably had to just walk under and do like, I don't know, low jab EX lariat. That sounds horrible too. Walk under and do throw. Neutral throw. Crave is fine. For me, it's crunchy Raisin Bran. Always been my favorite cereal. I also like Lucky Charms though. And so the Cookie Crisp mascot used to be a burglar and a dog, and eventually they were like, hey, this is kind of fucked up that, like, you know, we've got a burglar as our mascot. And he was always trying to steal Cookie Crisp, so it was like tricks. It was like tricks, but we're glorifying, like, literally like a cat burglar. Nice, caught him that time. And anyway, they retired the burglar pretty early. They were like, hey, this is not good PR to have burglar as our mascot. So it was just the burglar's dog, which was like a little bulldog guy with a mask. That might not have been a bulldog, I don't remember what it was. Anyway, eventually they were like, why do we have a burglar dog that has nothing to do with the burglar? And they changed it to a wolf, and now the Cookie Crisp mascot is just a wolf. And the wolf has nothing to do with anything. Oh! Back throw was probably the best Hugo could have managed there. I don't know how risky that that truly was, that EXTP. Like, what would the punish have been? I remember when they introduced Cookie Crisp. It's a relatively modern cereal. Pretty sure. Pretty sure I remember when it was brand new. Someone look up when Cookie Crisp came out. Maybe it's older and they just, like, I just didn't know. I think it was like a 90s cereal. Late 90s. I was gonna say that's a super confirmed, but then I remembered he's SA2. SA2 Hugo is pretty interesting. Worst cereal? I don't know. A lot of cereals I don't think are that great, but I like, you know, it's just what you feel like. What kind of things you like. Like, I don't like cakes that much, but I don't hate them. Maybe people love cakes. Kind of a good trade for Hugo, I guess. SA2 Hugo is definitely not as bad as it would seem. The extra meter to play with is really helpful in a lot of matchups. Technically it has the most meter of any Hugo, but SA3 has a similar amount, so that's not a huge deal. And then you can land it pretty easily, even in any punish scenario, because of Ultra Throw. And then you get stuff like EX Clap Super in the corner. And the damage is pretty good, and the anti-air potential it offers is kind of nice. He babied out of that punish. He had much better than that. He had to parry the whole last rep and then get heavy clap. He's playing real well this round, but... okay. A lot of meter for that, so that's nice. I'm a big chocoholic myself. I'd lose 10 pounds in a month if I cut chocolate out of my diet. Jump. Honey Nut Cheerios, Apple Cinnamon Cheerios, and plain Cheerios are all S tier cereals. It's hard for me to say which one's best. Probably Honey Nut. Oh, what a red. Clean. Love it. Ryu actually, like, gets a lot of mileage out of parries because his burst damage is so high and because he gets nice Oki setups for his dungeons. Or he gets, you know, EX Donkey Kick stuff if he's running other supers or if he wants to invest the meter. Hard to make that work. Dudley's very short. He gets low jumps and he's vertically wide when he's jumping. So making him land on a super is actually possible there. Plain is definitely less flavorful, but I don't think it's bad by any stretch. He had heavy Tatsu there and he went for heavy DP. Oh, he got parried and he was like, no, fuck your parry punish. I'm going to do DP, and Dudley just parried again. SF3 Ryu, I agree, is like probably the coolest Ryu's ever been. It's so weird. It's so cool how it just flips all of Ryu's character on his head. That probably would have been a red parry, so that was nice. Third Strike Ryu reimagined to being kind of like a slow slugger. Well, slow is the wrong word because he's got a lot of really fast normals. But he's kind of like he's like a high damage character in this game, which is kind of strange. And all three of his supers offer kind of high damage combos. Oh, that's like a fucking super confirm for his other two supers. Well, low short starts confirms. What a fucking holy shit. Cross through into low forward into parry because people are going to press after a non-cancelled low forward. Round start Tatsu. This dude's nuts. Dungeon setup? No, he didn't have meter. Ugh. Who does that? That's punishable on block. Ugh, I don't think he wanted that. You didn't even press after that button canceled to ducking. This could go either way. Oh! As promised. Dungeon played out perfectly. Counter-Striker is right. The cool thing about Crouch Fierce is it's so fast you can parry and then get Crouch Fierce. And hit the limb that's still inside you. Ryu is so much better than all the other characters who are super reliant on parries like Hugo and Q. Because he's got actual mobility unlike them. Aura relies on parry a lot and he's got actual mobility. Cool, SA1 anti-air, that's really good. That's smart, that's just going to work against everything Hugo does there. SA1 is, you can use that like that. People do that as Akuma, people rarely do it as Ryu. Ryu DP into super anti-air is really garbage. To get the DP that deep, it won't be like jump hit buttons. And if you get it high, then it won't combo to super. What a counter poke! Nice. Really good confirm. But Ryu Hadoken super or even Raw super can be really good anti-airs depending on the matchup. Cool. Akuma actually does have invincible DP into super anti-air, which is really fucking strong. It's better than Ryu's, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of versatility just to having a super that's a projectile, which Ryu gets. Sometimes he just gets easy punishes by doing reversal super. It's quite hard to punish too. Well, like it's hard to, it depends on your character, but it can be hard to punish meaningfully. Like sometimes you get a poke, but you don't get anything else. It's really not that minus, and the pushback is quite high. There's an interesting scenario with it you guys probably heard me talk about before. The first hit's the hit that knocks down. Which means if you go for the red parry on the last hit, if you miss it, you're still standing. You don't take that much damage. So it's actually a really good red parry to go for because it gives you a much better punish. It's like the red parry on the last hit of Dudley's SA3. Where situationally you won't get a point blank punish, but if you red parry, you always get a point blank punish and you have a longer punish window. And I'm sure you guys know. That's probably punish. I'm sure you guys know that Dudley's SA3 can be really annoying to punish depending on your character. Ugh, Dudley's tall. Tall jumper. Ah, it's punishable. He had better than that, I think. I think he had roundhouse. Oh, you down parry the whole thing, right? Aura probably only has to down parry the... Wow. The last hit twice. EXDP! Ryu still has EX when he picks SA3. Still there. Clutch speed very high. Whoa! Empty jump. Cross counter. It's YOLO. Ah, confirm. That's just nasty. It's one of Dudley's best features, and Dudley players don't even use it that much. No, I have not. I know there's been a whole lot of footage for it to come out, but it's going to be hard for me to really talk about what I want to talk about till it's out. Like, there's little things I probably noticed that you guys might not. Like, they showed, when they were showing off the training mode, and the frame counter, they showed Ryu throw into forward dash, and it showed it as being -1. So I think they're going to keep on going with the SF5 mechanic of throws not giving Oki. The thing is, throws almost give Oki in SF5, but they can be challenged by reversal light normals in a relatively safe way. Like, almost every character, after a throw in SF5, will be minus on forward dash, but not minus enough to be punishable. So if you know that, you can just wait for the dash and just jab it. And if they don't dash, then you don't have a mix-up to contend with. It's very nice for both players, I feel. And because of that, you can just, like, be safe against... You can just let yourself get thrown to be safer against other mix-ups. And if you get thrown, the opponent doesn't have Oki on you. Forward throw in the corner? Oh, so he gets Oki on... Oki on corner throws. There's still a throw with Oki in SF5 somewhere. There's Nakali's back throw, I think. I thought it was only trigger, but I think it's always. They just let Nakali keep that. They were just like, yeah, fuck it. And I think Birdie, VT1 Birdie, can get a throw loop because of his improved walk speed. I'll try and get to the beta, I suppose. If it's PS5 only, I probably won't do it because I don't want to pay for a PS5. I got a PS4 for SF5 and I played it for exactly 2 games, one of which was SF5. Alright, yeah. Oh no. I've got a Capcom ID. What a DP. That looked like a safe jump. I think it was. Oh no! Look at all that damage he just took. Hugo's air fierces do so much fucking dizzy. Nasty. Why did you get all that? SA1 Hugo now, by the way. What a catch! Yeah, I'll do like V&B videos for all characters and like mechanic videos and shit like that. It'll be back to form for me for a little while. I go through highs and lows of content creation depending on what I'm looking at. I've been thinking about doing some more Omega stuff and KOF stuff, but you know, the school thing's been kind of knocking me out. I only have one day off a week. No! Lariat was fine there. If he red parried, he got a much bigger punish, but the red parry carried a lot of risk. He's dead. That's a really scary red parry to go for, because Dudley can just reaction conversion from it. He doesn't need to like do anything. He has a huge, if you miss the punish, if you miss the parry, you eat a massive combo. No cancel. It's like he didn't believe it would work. Oh, you can parry that on reaction, it's hard though. Parrying the rose is pretty aggressive. Dudley went for optimal. Didn't get it. Shame. Whenever people do like that kind of stuff, I'm so bad at that. When you go for like, when you parry something specific and it's like, oh, I can do much better. So dash cancel costs 3 drive bars, right? It's like if you do parry into dash, it's 1 drive bar, and if you do normal into dash or special into dash or whatever, it's three drive bars. Is that right? It's literally like FADC, but easier, and also like more varied. I'm 30. That's quite expensive, but if it really gives you like just like full conversions from like far pokes, far medium kick kind of shit, then that's gonna be really good. It's gonna be a lot like drive activations from KOF 15, 13, 14, 15, and I guess older ones, because I think 12 had that, right? I mean, not 12. What the fuck? 2002. I never really fucked around with 2002 that much. $21, if only. I got 1 foot in the grave already. That was punishable. You did not pick the right punish. But how often do you block a medium, like, machine gun blow or light machine gun blow, whatever that was? I think it was medium. Ah. Wow. Block Rose, Mash Super. If he wins this round, he'll get a lot of meter back too. He had a ducking super there, maybe? Nice. Did I hit Dudley on the ground? Maybe it didn't, I can't tell. Oh, deep. He got a safe jump. He hit it the perfect timing. Alright, Dudley missed the juggle. You can parry these, but it's scary. Because Dudley can cancel it on parry. Oh, Taurus Fierce on purpose? Maybe. Alright, SA1 can win, but fighting an SA1 is going to be really hard. Though he's not going to... Oh, he dropped a low short walk-in super. I'm sure that's what that was. Super wouldn't have killed. Maybe it would have. Yeah, it might have. Dudley's a high health character, but not like high health. And that super does like 50%, 60%, somewhere between. Might have killed. Oh, that's an EX combo, but it was like right at the side of the round, so obviously he didn't have meter. Oh, what a jump. Look at those dizzy bars. Wild round. Snatched! This kills? Must kill. The last hit's the strongest. Oh, it only got one hit for the uppercut. A little cursed. This is technically winnable. Now it's very easily winnable. Oh, SA1 won on the spot, but he missed it. It's hard. After you do an anti-air parry, SA1 is actually guaranteed if you catch them in the landing frames. There's nothing the opponent can do, even if they recover in time after after getting parried. Nice, got all the hits too. The timing of the SA1 has to be different based on how high they were when they got parried. So it's quite difficult for Hugo. Doing a 720 nice and clean timing is hard anyway. But having to vary it based on... fucking... You hate to see it. Alright, let's just see like a dash and super. He could have super cancelled that clap, couldn't he? Isn't that a thing? I think if the opponent parries a clap when you super cancel the clap, it just catches them. It's like a weird little Hugo quirk. You can punish clap parries. The opponent can't jump out of a parry. Something like that, pretty sure. Someone go lab it. Lab Hugo clap into fucking super and then try and parry into hold up. Cool. Juggle. Alright, this Alex is killing it. Ooh, far medium kick, meaty. I don't like it. It was high risk, low reward. Nice parry. Who even low parries there? Alex doesn't even poke low. That was a wild read. Let's kill? No way, right? I might have killed the super. That was like machine gun blow. Looked pretty safe. Whiff punish 2 times. I wonder if you can truly 720 on reaction to someone parrying your clap, though. I imagine you can, if you already turned out the 720 motion. But that means you have to, like, just turn 720 on every single clap. Which might affect your ability to link another clap. Sounds awkward. Hugo has poor quality of life. Necro. That hit Dudley while he's still midair. Neutral short. Do you want back short? Neutral short is a button you almost never see. Had to be an accidental. Necro is one of the characters I want back more than anyone. He's insanely cool. People like think he's gonna be like Sim and don't want him, but he's super fun to fight. He's also super fun to play. If people knew anything about Sim or Necro, they would never want Sim again, and they would always want Necro. Whew. Dhalsim is very unique, but I feel like he's the most hated character to fight in almost every Street Fighter game that he's present in. Even more so than like top tiers. Well, often Dhalsim is a top tier. Gah. I think often there's not enough counterplay to just zoom normals in Street Fighter games. That was a punish. The machine gun blow didn't hit properly. EX was guaranteed there, wasn't it? Wonder why he did light accident. Okay. That overhead's too fast to react to. But if you high parry and you see that you parried the overhead, you can just parry the second hit and get a guaranteed punish, and Ryu can't cancel it or anything. Is he? Not quite. Why does everything Dudley have such little pushback? Yeah, I was gonna say, I think there isn't enough counterplay to Dalsim zoom normals mechanically in almost every Street Fighter game. So invariably, like, most characters will have like some counterplay to it, just based on their kit, and then other characters will just get fucked by it. It seems like every single game, Dalsim just gets owned by some character. I mean, what the fuck? Dalsim owns some character gets owned by Dalsim. Often several characters. There's some counterplay to pokes in this game. It's like they have a low success rate, and then like a parry counterplay. There's no mix. I mean, oftentimes there's no mix with sim pokes, but, you know, there's better capacity to get in despite them for Necro. Interesting. When you see KOF long limb characters, between hops and the massive fucking hurt boxes before and after long pokes, KOF long limb characters like are mechanically not very good. Well, it's not that they're not very good, but they're held back by the mechanics. There's counterplay. There's inherent counterplay that works for any character, which is why you can just have like Maxima beat Billy, even though Maxima only works when he's point blank and has shit mobility. Got him? Yeah, I got him. Crouch Fierce. Preemptive Crouch Fierce is quite good against the jump, but the problem is it's super vulnerable to a parry, and doing it preemptively, you can't even react to the jump. So it's also vulnerable if they don't jump at you. It's very committal. This could still go either way. Okay, no short. Oh, he committed to stand strong. Sad. But if he didn't commit, I think he had punish of nothing. I don't think he had a punish if he blocked, and I don't... Wow, the overhead! You see down runoffs every never. It's like a good button at very low level play, and then it's almost always bad at high level play. Whoa, I'm getting rated by automatic. He got 3. Got him? Backdash. Still got him. He's like the max range would have still snatched. Backdash has 0 throw invincibility in this game. This is probably Necro's favor. What's going on? Necro's trying to freak him out. The patience. Random stand jab any second now. Super is very deadly. There it is. Oh, okay. If that was canceled to electricity, I think it would have been good. That random stand jab. High automatic. Oh, snatched. There's a nice parry on the super. He needed that. That was super hard for Hugo to win just because Necro had that much screen position behind him. Oh, he lost damage on that. He did the juggle but he didn't get that much of it. So the damage from Necro to half circle forward kick is on the opponent's landing. So if you hit them before they land, the grab itself does no damage. And the damage is quite high, and it's a hard knockdown if you do the half circle forward kick. So you have to be very committed to you have to like actually get the juggle to do more damage than it just naturally does. So it's quite aggressive to go for that juggle in the first place. I think there's a couple Tekken grabs that work like that. Like I think Bob has one, right? Ooh, you got some of it. Bob has like a grab where it does all the damage on the landing, but you can just get a juggle instead that's can be stronger, but only if you do a very good juggle. But you can tech landings in Tekken, so doing the juggle prevents the opponent from teching the landing. Ah! He'd already jumped pre-freeze. Ah, drills. That's hard. Necro, massive advantage right now. Almost unwinnable. Yeah, you gotta need red parry. Yep. You got the red parry, but only 2 or 3. Really, really hard to win. That super's fast. I don't know the window for the red parry. Some supers are so fast that you have to let go and be neutral during the super freeze, or else the parry isn't even possible. There's a lot of factors into a parried drill. Depends on the angle of drill, depends on the height. I think Ken does not need to be neutral to parry first frame of Chun-Li's. Whoa! He landed on it. He got the first parry amusingly. Sometimes life comes at you fast in this game. Ah. Okay. Ooh, it was a super jump. He probably inputted a pre-freeze. It looked like he was in pre-jump frames. There's nothing really for Necro to do there. If he drilled, it would have punished the engine, but it would have been probably just a little smidge of damage, and that's it. That down jab is better than it looks. Oh, what a whiff punish. Oh, that Necro was doing that to me earlier. Anyone's game. Went for that Dalsum instant air jab. Except it's jump back strong for Necro, and it's not as good. Doesn't go all the way to the floor. One instant overhead every character in this game, I don't think. And the range is definitely more specific. I wonder if Ryu has much to punish that besides SA1. That move on block. If he doesn't have SA1, I can't think of anything that's super good. Oh. This kills. Ugh, I thought it was going to kill. He didn't get the last hit. That would have been dizzy. Yeah, this Necro's playing well right now. Oh, my favorite matchup. Wow, the headbutt into tackle. You can do headbutts without sacrificing your left-right charge. Oh, unfortunate. You do still have a tackle there, I think, but it's a little bit harder because you have to partition it. But it's a very easy partition. But the fact that you have to partition it all adds a level of difficulty. Double throw tech by Necro, that was kind of nice. Alright, the taunt. It is a hard knockdown. Oh, the red parry! But he didn't get a punish! He was afraid of super. He went for double parry, I imagine. Got hit out of a headbutt. Headbutts are super strong at this endgame. They whiff very quickly. They're airborne for the entire duration. Okay. Okay. He probably... Oh. Ugh, that was a tackle. He didn't have charge. Ugh, that's super bad. Back strong wasn't so deadly there. Didn't have any follow-up. Okay. I went for that so many times and I never got it once. It's possible that if you're in like hit stun, you can't buffer up parry. Because it feels like the parry window is smaller. Okay, that mirror is kind of doing nothing. Screen position is horrible for Urian. Everything else is looking okay. His meter's really good. Ah, that was not so great. If he got the extra parry, Necro probably would have just supered anyway. But you can OS to have it work against everything. You can parry the second hit of spin hook, block the reversal super timing, and then or like the super cancel timing, and then still get the punish before Necro recovers. It's a similar situation to the second hit of Dudley's overhead. Nice, the unblockable. Alright, fireball super. Yep. Another knee drop. Yep. Alright, meaty throw? Oh, another knee drop. Meaty throw wasn't... meaty throw probably wasn't as good. There was an option on the table. Necro had to wake up parrying. Oh, what a parry and punish. That's quite aggressive. Will that work against, like, if you low parry like a Urian low forward, can you still roundhouse it? Because, like, it's usually low forward that Urian's puck with, not usually sweep. I guess he could have reacted. Urian sweep isn't horrible. There it is. See? That time he did someone else. Didn't even work. Alright, this is winnable. It's not easy. Alright, now it's not really winnable. It still could be. Mirror's placed pretty well. The thing is, a mirror with that placement, you can't get a conversion to launcher. But you do get a guaranteed, like, 3 mix-ups, two or three mix-ups. He made it work. That was really difficult to win, but he got it. Aren't what easy to parry out of. Okay. Universal overhead to EX mirror? He got it! Oh, the mirror... What went wrong? Oh, he went for reds. Holy shit. Aggressive. Oh, that's punishable. Oh, this kills. EX up bot. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. He had a guaranteed kill on that Crutch Fierce, but whatever. He got it. Love Urian. Oh no, it ended. Oh. I have no idea. I've definitely parried out of them more than a fair number of times, but I think they're hard on Oro. I think I have to not be fully in the corner or something, because I don't get subjected to it very often. Punish? Ugh, he wasn't there in time. Crouch Fierce, I think, punishes that. I think he just missed the window. That would have done a lot of damage if it hit. EX Mirror? Oh. I think he wanted EX Mirror. EX Mirror was a good play there. That was super whack. It had to be a mistake. There's no way that could have been something good. Obviously, Ryu's going to release as soon as the freeze ends. And that just lost to that. Okay, headbutt. Headbutt's really good. Wah! That was like a throw reset. He whiffed that low strong on purpose, I think. It would have been a bad meaty. Okay. Replayed solid. Mirror doesn't actually reflect engine. Just pauses it. It reflects Shinku. Denjin stops temporarily when it hits the mirror, but it eventually drills through. It might depend on how many hits the Denjin has. It might, maybe mirror can destroy smaller Denjins. I'm not actually sure. Still, it's good because it stops the Denjin from hitting Yuri and it gives him time to like jump out. So it's a very good reply to Denjin situationally. Mirror takes 1 frame to come out, EX Mirror, so you almost always have time for it unless it's a true meaty. And that also is especially good versus Denjin because forcing Ryu to release Denjin early means it's often going to be a level 1 or 2 Denjin. Depends on his setup. But merely the possibility of EX Mirror forces Ryu to go for kind of worse Denjins. He doesn't get the mix-up to hold Denjin. So it's one of the best counterplays to Denjin in the game, which isn't saying much. There's no real counterplay to Denjin besides Akuma's teleport, and even then that's not great. It's mitigated by the fact that Ryu can true block string into Denjin, and Akuma's Dizzy Bar is super short. So Denjin still works against Akuma. Oh, Invincible Supers are good counterplay to Denjin, like USA 1. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that was going to be like cancelled to DP into Denjin, probably. That wasn't checkmate, but it was really hard to live. Okay, SA1 Hugo. SA1 Ryu. This guy is versatile. It's neat seeing Ryu pick SA1 in this matchup. I think it's probably optimal. Hugo's got that long dizzy bar. And SA1 kind of controls his movement better. Just gonna look for that Hadoken Denjin, or Hadoken Shinku on the jump. He didn't do it. It was the right spacing and timing, I think. Oh, 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 oh! He's dead to SA1 maybe? Scary. No, he's definitely dead to SA1. Now he's just dead to like anything. Oh, I like it. Ah, super meaty. Ryu might have had a link there. And that's a super confirm. Hugo thankfully blocked. Oh, punish. Ryu actually had a punish that would have killed. Up. So much for that. That was very safe. It was gonna either chip Hugo out or leave him at a spec. Very, very good little option. If you don't mind parting the meter. That's a punish. Hugo doesn't even have a choice. That can't go over him. He's too tall. So you have to block it. If other characters block low, Ryu will sometimes whiz over their head and the punish is harder. But Hugo just always blocks it. Because he's so tall. He's like as tall as Ryu when he's crouching. Amusingly, I think Abigail in SF5 is exactly as tall as Ryu when he's crouching, as tall as standing Ryu. But SF5 has a crouching flag, and certain attacks will not hit crouching characters no matter what. This game does not have that. There's a lot going on in that little emote. I think I see Chun-Li doing lightning legs here and there. What is going on? It's Chang doing a super, but he's like a bunch of different characters. Crazy. That super animation is extremely goofy. Chang's an extremely goofy character. So that doesn't even look out of place on him. Alright, Whifflow strong for the meter build. Well, it was a punish. And what a punish it was. Optimal. I feel like Chang and Choi are carrying so much jank with them. He's not in 15, no. He was in 14, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he was on the team with Xanadu. Punish. That punish was not bad. For most characters, that would be a horrible punish. Back throw into the corner. But Ryu, it's a Denshin setup, in addition to a good screen position. It's weird to not have Daimon. But Chang and Choi, they come and go. Cool punish. Nice, anti-DP. No quick stand. He timed that like it was going to be a quick stand. He got the mix though, so could be worse. That's the worst. Young players don't even plan for that. Maybe sometimes they do. Shut up, no Duck King is weird. When the fuck has Duck King ever even been in King of Fighters? He was in 11, that's the only time I can think of. He's like a Fatal Fury character, isn't he? Oh, I would have got hit. That looks like Chizuru dancing. What's funny about the super is when young players do towards medium kick, it's actually a huge point of failure. That's like one of very few things you can do in Gene that could actually fucking get you punished. Almost everything else is insanely risky to challenge, but challenging towards medium kick is very possible. Of course, it's an overhead and it makes the opponent have to, you know, block high. And usually it isn't punished, so it's not like bad to do or anything. But if I was a Yun player, I think I probably wouldn't do it very much. He got a lot of meter back for that because of the reset. That was kind of cool. Now he's got another one. Wow. He had to do that, I think. That was super clean. Is that bald head? Faust? I guess it is. Oh, what a punish. What a parry, what a punish. Aegir Dictator seems to get more damage. But Gene you get really frequently. This one's an Acha replay. You can actually see that written on the screen. It's on YouTube. It's a Japanese arcade footage. Whoa, what's she doing? That's pretty lewd. I think that might have been Tattoo Assassins. I feel like I played a fighting game where there was a character who could fart fireballs. Tattoo Assassins is a truly legendary game, if you guys don't know about it. It's the most Kuso fighting game I've ever seen, by like a country mile. I've seen some very Kuso ones. I've seen Shaq Fu and all that. Tattoo Assassins is like an entirely different tier of Kuso. I think it was on 3DO. It was on some weird console. There might have been the Atari Jaguar. That's the Wobbly Seals. That one's Gato, I think. Yeah. Ibuki. Only on arcade. There was no home console port? That's a super awkward situation for Hugo. Because he recovers first, but he recovers in the corner. Like point blank. Okay, this could go either way. Probably in Hugo's favor, honestly. It looked like it was trying to be empty jump, low short. Empty jump, low forward. Low short's just better than low forward at this health. Ugh! He had it! He just had to hit a button, or he had to parry a second time. Aww. Remember when Star Fox 2 got leaked fucking years and years ago? And Nintendo finally released Star Fox 2 on the SNES Mini. And it was... I think it was a very slightly later version than the version that got leaked years and years ago. Oh, he dropped it. That was a really strong starter too. That would have been a lot of damage. He gets a lot of meter back at least. Still gets good damage. Okay. I think hanging back was an acceptable decision there, but I think going for meaty was good too. Probably some Nintendo guy was just mad that he did all that work for a game that wasn't released. He just threw it up there. It's like, well, we're never going to make money on this. Oh, that parry was clutch. Yeah, there was nothing to do there. Yun just had to parry. After he got the parry, he just had to press a button instantly. And either Ryu released immediately, which is what happened, and Yun still got the punish, or Yun's instant button would beat Ryu holding the Denjin. It was a guaranteed OS to just make Denjin useless. because of the nice fireball parry. Okay. Round start Tatsu. Pretty aggressive. People were wondering if it was just going to be the version that was leaked. Is the thing when it was announced that Star Fox 2 would be on this NES Mini. It's like, oh, this is just going to be the one with the fucking that's floating around the internet. Wouldn't be the first time Nintendo used ROMs, but it was like the 1.7 version instead of the 1.6 version or some nonsense. Whoa! So there was like a later version that was out there. There's some weird stuff with Star Fox too. There's like a leaked. I think it was in the code or something for the leaked version, or I don't remember the fucking where it was. But there was gonna be a sheep character in the game, and I think some of the sprites for the sheep had a human woman as like an alternate design. And it was just like, wow, a fucking human in Star Fox looks super out of place. We didn't even get the sheep. We got Cat and Mew. No, the poodle was a different character. Look up Star Fox 2 sheep and you'll see her. It's definitely a sheep. The poodle was maybe not even a poodle. Fey Spaniel. She got changed into Bill. She was going to be in Star Fox 64, and then Star Fox 2 never got released, so they just put Bill in the place where she was going to be. Same with Cat from Star Fox 64 was going to be Mew, but because Star Fox never got released, they just made a new character called Cat. Star Fox is a game that... Star Fox is a series that should be better than it is. Star Fox 64 is a great game, but it's like it's a short great game. It's like a masterpiece, but it's like an arcade style masterpiece. Cool. Interesting little scenario. We still came out ahead somehow. And then like every other Star Fox game has been mediocre for some reason or another. Is that Oro? Is Oro the Niwatori Ningen? We haven't seen an Oro yet, besides me. Punish. No good games. I'll have you know that two-thirds of the CPS3 games are masterpieces. I love Dudley's idle animation. I think you don't have to. I think Light Tatsu just works on Dudley, right? You don't have to confirm Dudley's standing or anything. Cool. Nice. Oh. This does a lot. Oh, that was almost so sick. And then one of the fucking back hits hit Dudley. I think that messed up the parry time. Did you see that? It's like some of the hits were closer than they should have been. I think literally one of the back Tatsu hits just randomly hit him, and then the front Tatsu hit right after. It was a very cursed little interaction. I remember Huitzel got super fucked up between Darkstalkers 1 through 3, frame wise, animation wise. They like redid his idle animation twice to cut out frames. Something like that. Because they were pushing the hardware to its limits. But I think Quetzal was taken out for... He was only in, like, Vampire Savior 2 or whatever. Or something. He was, like, removed from some versions of, Darkstalkers 3 for sure, and maybe even Darkstalkers 2. I forget how that works. There's, like, 5 Darkstalkers games. It's some very goofy situation. There's, like, one Darkstalkers 1, then there's Night Warriors, and then, like, an alternate version of Night Warriors with different characters. And then Vampire Savior, and an alternate version of Vampire Savior with different characters. What a mess. Wow, what a low parry. Very aggressive, because it could have been a scoop reset. There's a scoop reset. So Hunter 2 is just Savior mechanics, but with just Darkstalkers 1 and 2 characters only. Sounds whack. Of course, whatever arcade you go to is only gonna have one of those. I love the aesthetic of Vampire Savior so much. Just like the fucking continue screen when you run out of coins. And like the between stages. And all the maps. The game is very beautiful. It's got a cool stylized everything. Probably got my favorite aesthetic. There was a lot of high-level Hugo versus Dudley right at the start of this. He did the frame 1 airborne. Good reply to the Rose, actually. Little TC. Fighting games with aesthetics I love. Let me think. I think there's some good answers. For sure this one. I don't know. KF-18 has a nice in-game aesthetic, but the menus and stuff is just whatever. Oh, he tried to uppercut it. Uppercut's probably a good reply to Demon Flip. It is for Aura. The thing is, like, Demon Flip, parry's not an option. So just things that are good anti-airs work really well against Demon Flip. Mark of the Wolves is quite beautiful. Alpha 2 I don't mind, but I don't love. He had ducking super there. Nice. He had it there too. He backed up to take less chip. Smart. What a punish! But then he dropped the cancel. Unfort. Oh, you gotta juggle here. Yep, cool. You see that? Far fierce. I like Akuma here most of the time. Backdash and wake up. Didn't even hit. Oh, this kills. Whew. Towards medium kick, confirm super. I've only seen Alpha 1 a few times. It's almost never discussed. It's just kind of like a novelty. It's on Super Nintendo, wasn't it? I think so. Probably on fucking something else. Some random fucking console, Saturn, I don't know. I've been slowly finding out that Saturn actually had a lot of good games, but they're all part of series that like you'd never would have never heard of unless you're Japanese. A lot of good games came out on Saturn and then got ported to other shit. Like Mega Man X4 was a Saturn game and then they got ported to PS1. Same with Mega Man 8 actually. They salvaged all the good shit on the console. On the subject of fighting games, Street Fighter the movie, the game, the Saturn version in particular got redone by Capcom. So for all the other games, for all the other versions of Street Fighter the movie, the game, it was fucking horrible, including the arcade version. But for the Saturn port, it plays more like Street Fighter 2. Nice. I'm probably gonna be busy, if I'm being honest. I'm actually supposed to be doing something when I'm here right now. I've got an essay I'm supposed to be writing, plus someone who I can't even, I don't see often who's available. Oh, he tried to snatch him, but he was too far. Dudley's really common, maybe not, well, yes, in Japan, but it's just because he's like number 5 in the game. Character like that is going to be common. Dudley honestly sees very little play considering how good he is. There's like 3 Kens for every Dudley, considering Ken is only like a little bit better than Dudley. But Ken's a lot easier, and Ken is better. Free money if you join Rick Fresh's tournament. But he needs at least 12 people or whatever, right? Dudley's easy to go Unga Bunga with, or Ken? Because they kind of both are. Well, Dudley's just kind of hard to play. But both of them have Unga Bunga mode. Necro has always been quite a played character. I don't think he's more popular now than he used to be. Necro's always seen tons and tons of play. He's one of the most played characters in the game, honestly. The thing is, it's kind of weird. He's always kind of been considered like a low tier, but he has like very decent tournament success rate, especially compared to all the other characters who are supposedly low tier with him. He's got a solid game plan and a pretty good variety of how you can play him. There's a lot of different ways you can play Necro to make him work. Ah, the TC. You gotta OS that parry. Hi. 7 months, but typed I caught a bath stream. That's sad. I should stream more so that doesn't happen. In terms of online play, I feel like I run into a lot of Necros too. Oh. Well, strong has to be parried very high. which means Necro is not necessarily punishable. Nice. That works on the same principle as Chun-Li low forward. You got a late cancel window. He did back short, but he didn't do the TC. The low parry, but he got nothing. Does he get something? I wonder if he can do that low parry and then instantly do EX Machine Gun Blow and if it's fast enough to catch. Can't punish this, don't think. Necro just wants to land some kind of air or that instant overhead back strong. He wanted to win without committing, which he did eventually do. But it was not so easy. Yang. I think Necro did become more common when this game stopped being played for money, but that was a long time ago. Did Yang have a kill there? I don't know. Close medium kick? What's the optimal from that? Is it just jump roundhouse? Close medium kick, super jump cancel roundhouse? He did close medium kick, far medium kick, which, like, you know, it's not optimal, but I don't think it's too far off from optimal. Nice. Dizzy is now a threat. Oh. Dizzy's now a huge threat. The throwable Dizzy, maybe. Back strong Dizzy's. Back strong into super, I mean. That was back jab. Okay. Usually Necro's loosely regarded as mid-tier now. Everyone sign up to that tournament. I don't even care if you just go and lose instantly. Sign up. (9 p.m. PST). EST. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Oof.
Are you ready? Go.
Oh. Nice.
Are you ready? Go.
Jump fierce. He got it. He turned around successfully. I feel like Ryu can jump early there and not turn around. That was parry attempt by Ryu, I saw that. That was also a parry attempt. Quite aggressive, but not bad. It's SA2 Ryu, by the way. So he could just win at any moment. Like that. It's over.
You win.
Remember Yun and Alpha? Alpha 3 home ports? Alpha 3 fucking GBA and PSP ports? Fun fact about that Yun. Oh, I guess everyone saw the desk video just recently, huh? Because it was in that. He had a dive kick super, which he never had in Third Strike. They took away Gene, because obviously Gene was just the same thing as Visum. And they added a third super that's a dive kick. So he has Yoho and he has Sorai Rengeki, and then he's got a dive kick super. Nice. The dive kick super is pretty cool too. It's like a cinematic super, so if it hits it puts the opponent like reeling on the ground, and then Yang shows up and they both beat up the opponent together. So Yang shows up for one of Neon's supers, which is always kind of hype when you have a super like that. I remember thinking it was super cool how Effie had a super that was M Bison Psycho Crusher. I mean Effie, I just read Effie. Junie had a super. It's M Bison Psycho Crusher. Effie's never been playable, but I wish she would be. But what's even weirder is you could play Junie versus Bison, and Junie would call her on Bison to do the Psycho Crusher. But whatever, that's just as weird as a mirror anyway. Got him? Nope. Oh. Tried to combo the trade. Effie probably doesn't even know how to fight. It's always funny when that's a consideration. I remember they said that for Blaze Blue. What's her name? Celica. They were like, there was a lot of fan requests to make Celica playable, and the team Arxis was just like, yeah, she doesn't even know how to fight, and we've already established that. And then eventually they made her playable anyway, and she's like a animation-wise, she's like a borderline joke character, but mechanically she's, you know, fine, functional. She fights with one of the dolls, like Clover. That was going to be a cross-up Tatsu, but no quick stand, I think. Ah, what the fuck was that? EXTP? Hitting the mirror does nothing. Makes you feel good about life. My favorite instance of that was Baby Bonnie Hood, where she pretends to not know how to fight. Interesting. Even if that fireball was parried, I imagine it would have been safe, because it would have been a meaty fireball. Does it actually make it dissipate faster? The thing is, it makes your normals hang. You have longer recovery when your normal hits a mirror. From how far away Ryu was doing stand strong on those mirrors, and your aim was like full screen, it was alright. Cool. Aw, not cool. Ryu wasn't supposed to get bounced that way, I think. The engine setup is very potent here. Did not pan out. Nice charging. Oh. Is that a punish? Look good. Yeah, well, Tengu Stones, that's because they're fireballs. Tengu Stones instantly dispels mirror. And it also glitches the stones. Normally the stones only have an active hitbox whenever they, hi. Whenever Oro hits a normal, but if you hit the stones against the mirror, they have an active hitbox permanently. Which is pretty funny. Nice! What a read. Oh, he dropped the tackle. It's hard to be an Urian player. He's got another mirror waiting in the wings. If this works? Oh, it didn't work. Okay.
You win. Prepare to strike. Now.
You like it? Nice. Light tackle. I mean, light mirror combos. Stand jab. Just in time. It's like a frame from getting grabbed.
Are you ready? Go.
Oh. Oh, that was a throw punish, I think. It's quite difficult to get a whiff punish on headbutt. You only got a few frames to do it. And the window is actually different depending on which headbutt it is, although it is reactable. Light headbutt's the only really good one. Or rather, it whiffs the fastest. Alex is, If you're used to playing like kind of like a low tier grappler, Alex might be a little bit too low tier
Final round. Engage.
for anyone with modern fighting game sensibilities. EX mirror combos here, but it's horrible. I think in that corner it can be situationally good. It's like a novelty combo. Neutral throw into EX mirror on twins. It's very funny looking. Oh, he like walked a bit before that. It's like not so much he has no confirms, it's like more that he has no combos. That comboed from his throw tech. I'm pretty sure that's just a true punish. It's such an awkward situation in a game with almost no checkmates. Nice. He did a good job hiding the charging there.
You win. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Top one most brain dead character in Third Strike. That's generally true. That was like medium chop. He was going for gold there. Nice, the re-corner. That was deliberate. Delayed low. A lot of people block low then high. Delayed low catches that. Oof, this kills. I haven't in a while.
Go.
There's no particular reason, it's just that I can only watch one or the other and, you know. Well, I mean, it's not that I can only watch one or the other, but like, they're equally good. Light mirror into, I thought headbutt, but knee drop makes more sense. Some kind of fireball super. Some kind of tackle super. He's just keeping the meter. He wants to keep the meter. He's like, I'm not gonna die. He might die. He might die. He actually might die. Oh, just mistimed. He mistimed that twice. If he timed it properly, Urian blocked, so it would have just been punished anyway. That's unsafe on block, doesn't it? I think. Maybe it's not. I think it's unsafe on whiff. I don't remember if it's unsafe on block. If I duck, I avoid it. But I don't know about Urian, because Urian has a much higher crouch than Oro. It might be if it's sufficiently meaty, then it's safe. He did it very meaty. Everyone loves these Urian combos. Everyone goes crazy when they see Urian do that. Does hit crouching Urian. Headbutt. This could go either way. Oh, he dashed in and got thrown! Then he's dead. That mirror was a bit desperate. He couldn't get a real good mix-up there. But it created enough pressure that Alex was scared. And he just got the wake-up mix-up right. It did limit Alex's wake-up options a little bit. Ooh. Yikes. It's a Embu Yang. That's kind of cool whenever you see that. Nice blocking. Well, kind of nice blocking. Say Embu is very strong in this matchup. Because Urian's tall and wide.
Are you ready? Go.
Yeah, it doesn't play properly because we're not watching at 60 FPS. If it's me, I get any kind of knockdown into say Embu right away.
Final round. Go.
Oh yeah, go. Do it. I would have spent it. Alright, now. Ugh, I'm sorry, Yang. I did this to you. Can he hit it, mirror? Oh, he poked through it. Very important matchup knowledge. What normals go through the mirror. Some bump it, some you can clean poke through it. Just gotta know based on your character. Wow. He had the confirm and he just didn't complete. Super here. Alright. He didn't get the combo. Alright, he got the combo that time. Ooh. Instead of completing, he went for a reset. I think EX Rekka punishes tackles, but he didn't quite have the bar. It was horrible. The mirror was very well placed. Yang had very little hope to live there.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Nice. Oh. Oh! Good catch. That was so far away I thought it would fail. Ugh. Far medium kick got fucking crutch fused. Oh, was there a juggle? I feel like there was. I don't know, because it was really far away.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Very nice. Parry into juggle. That little combo is one of Alex's best features, simple as it is. It's just very cool. Get some nice damage anti-air. Oh, out of the corner. You see me to super cancel? That's a thing you would never do unless you were trying to super cancel. He might have checked his swing. He might have been like, do I want to spend this meter? Because it was a lot of meter to spend.
Go for it.
Parrying there is really aggressive and almost always a bad move, I feel. Whoa! Oh, he went for car throw. That dizzy bar is looking like a threat. Oh, okay. Yeah, how about here? Knee drop, I mean. You have to low parry that, it's horrible. Oh, that was a tackle. It was over. That was probably a blue parry. Elena.
Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3.
Just give me third strike characters, I don't care who. Adon. Give me Adon.
Are you ready? Go.
The B corner. And he's kill.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Nice. Another EX Rekka might dizzy. Maybe not anymore. Jumped as the opponent jumped into him. It's a surprisingly good reply.
Final round. Go.
Oh, what parries. That's quite tricky to punish though. Because he can do any number of EX Rekkas. You have to punish with something really fast, and Crutch Fierce from Urian is not really fast. This is hard to win, but possible. Oh, now very possible. That was cursed as fuck, but Urian still got it somehow. Crutch Fierce second hit whiffed.
Fighters ready. Engage.
I don't want the World Warriors back. Well, I don't know. It depends on how they're done. I like Guile. I like Chun-Li on paper. Chun-Li's versions I either love or hate. I like Ken. And the same reason I like Ryu. Those are the three that I just kind of love. Ryu, Ken, and Guile. Chun-Li's a mixed bag. Sometimes. Um, Blanca and Honda I usually dislike. Zangief I usually dislike. Dhalsim I usually dislike. Is that everyone? Who am I forgetting? Every other attempt at Geef I prefer than Geef. The problem is Geef has the most iconic design. Nice. And because Geef has the most iconic visual design, people always want Geef back. But apart from T-Hawk, like every other 360 grappler I like more than Geef. T-Hawk I think I like less. ST Geef is kind of cool. I don't know if I call him great. He's kind of garbage. But he's got weird, like, tech. It's, like, very hype to watch a Geef beat a sim, but then you, like, find out that the matchup is considered, like, 8.5, 1.5, and it's just like, well, you know, that's why it's hype. It's because this fucking sucks. I'll count Abel as a grappler. And I like him more than Geef. I find it unlikely the new Native American girl is going to be anything like T-Hawk. I don't even think she's going to be a grappler. I don't know, though. She probably will have dive, yeah. I feel like, I don't know, you have to be 7 feet tall to have a command grab. If we're gonna have grapplers, I'd like if we blurred the archetypes again. Third Strike had very blurred grapplers. There are like 6 characters with command grabs. And I would call Hugo indisputably a grappler. And everyone else is just blurring the line. Makoto's a grappler, I suppose. Then you've got shit like Yun and Yang. Ooh. And Alex. And Q. Probably another one I'm forgetting. Laura's kind of cool because she's like a grappler, but instead of having shit mobility, she has like shit combos. Ooh, that trade. He tried to red berry the last hit. Everything goes into like a fucking 60 damage special move. And no fucking pair of normals link. Except fucking stand forward, stand jab. He red parried successfully. Yeah, Akuma does have a command grab. Team flip grab. And even. I'm a strong proponent of give everyone a command grab, but make them garbage. The problem with the grapplers is they have command grabs that are too good. Bring command grabs to everyone, but make them shitty. What's a command grab that works the way I'm thinking of? Because I'm confident there's one in Street Fighter somewhere.
Go.
A command grab with like a lot of startup and not the kind you can combo out of. Con Super, I mean that's a bit too shitty. That never works by merit of being a grab, it only works by merit of its invincibility. SNK command grabs, yeah, Nikali. Nikali command grab. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Nikali non-EX command grab is what I want. I want no Oki from it. I want the startup to not be great.
Go.
I want the damage to be like 150. The upper end. I want it to just be a grab that's untechable but more risky. G command grab? I don't know. It's a mixed bag when it's a command grab you can combo out of. I like G's command grab, but I don't like the damage he gets from it. But the level of commitment I like.
You win.
Q's command grab, same business.
Are you ready? Go.
Yeah, Ralph's command grab from SNK before he lost it. That's what I think command grab should be. I think that was probably a one frame grab, wasn't it? Small range though. Anyone remember Ralph when he had a command grab? Those were the good old days. Ralph traded a command grab for a command normal and it was the best trade ever.
Are you ready? Go.
Oh no. Oh no. He went for another one. Bruh. Probably Ed would be a grappler. I can't think of anyone else who'd be a grappler. Maybe Sarah.
You win.
Rolf, maybe. I don't think so. Maybe, maybe.
Now.
I'd play an Ed in any fighting game. Jimmy would be the Dan of the game. Yay. I'll do lots of work just for you. I think by obligation, the Kanker sisters would just be like the Orochi, the Team Orochi versions of the Eds. They would have like the same gameplay gimmick, but like different. So like one of them would play like Eddie, one of them would play like Ed, one of them would play like Double D. But like remixed.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Nice parry, I guess. I haven't actually signed up for the SF3 beta. I'll do that as soon as the stream ends. Oh, Johnny and Plank would probably be like be like Rosalina.
Go.
Be a doll character. Cool combo. Almost as cool as the second time, except he dropped it. This kills. That looked like it lost a hit.
Prepare to strike.
Game looks good, yeah. I feel like you could make the Ed, Edd and Eddy fighting game just purely using like stills from the show for all your animations. That'd actually be super sick. Just make an unlicensed Ed, Edd and Eddy fighting game. Oh, this kills. Clutch, command grab. Being able to round start EX move is kind of neat. They've released some concept art that has almost the full roster on it now. So they've just openly acknowledged that the leaks are real. Which they did almost day one, actually. They were like, you saw some shit you weren't supposed to see. But now they've like shown off characters that haven't even been formally revealed yet. Like, I think JP was in some concept art that was released. I thought they announced the full roster, or maybe not announced, but I think they've acknowledged like all but a few characters or something like that. I think the leak was almost certainly intentional. Capcom's done that before, and in much more transparent ways. I think they used leaks to get feedback while having plausible deniability. So they can kind of backtrack on anything. They've never done it with the full roster before, but I can see them really wanting like no character to be a dud. Oh, double! The double! Roku. What the fuck is a Manon? Which one is that? Who is that? I don't remember that. Mimi. Oh, is that the Able? Transpride Able. Okay. Where are the Third Strike characters? Oh, he went for it. He wants it too. Oh, okay. Let's safe on parry. There's enough sources to pull from that, like, no matter what, there's going to be something, like, conspicuously absent. Like, they didn't have any Third Strike characters, which feels whack. But if they had Third Strike characters, they wouldn't have had more than 2. Nice. And if they started having much more than that, they would have been missing alpha characters, they would have been missing fucking World Warriors. Nice. For what it's worth, Ken almost always gets like a his Third Strike version nowadays. Third Strike is the definitive Ken. Wah! I think I really like when they do that. When one character just has like a game that they're very popular in, and then that version is always that character is always based on that version from then on out. They've done that a few times. Sean could very easily make it in a DLC. There's like nothing stopping him from showing up. There are Ryuken and Akuma already, so that hurts his chances a little bit. But Ryuken and Akuma have perfect attendance. There like isn't a Street Fighter game where they're not all present. Nice. Isn't Akuma on launch? He was in the DLC. I mean, not in the DLC, in the leak. So if they haven't revealed him, that means they might not have revealed everyone. I imagine he's going to be like a secret character if they haven't formally shown him yet. Nice backdash. Oh, what a fucking meaty. It's perfect. Then a delayed universal overhead to catch a throw attack.
Final round. Go for it.
Violent Ken is an interesting situation. Obviously, the entire character of Violent Ken was invented by SNK. And then Capcom actually acknowledged it. I mean, obviously, you know, they're aware of the fucking presence of Violent Ken in SVC. But someone asked, I remember, it was like, why is there no fucking evil Ken? And they were just like, oh, for whatever reason, Ken has never been vulnerable to the fucking Satsui. But we have played with the idea of Ken who's been consumed by Psycho Power. Something like that. And then they actually did that for Ultra SF2. They made a Violent Ken in a fucking mainline Street Fighter game. I don't remember if they actually acknowledged that he was supposed to be Good Dictator is just Rose. I don't remember if they actually acknowledged he was supposed to be Satsui no Hado or fucking Psycho Power. Nice parry. Oh, Low Fierce didn't hit.
Are you ready? Go.
Is target combo to EX Fireball really 2 blue parries? I thought it was red parry, blue parry. Nice. Super. He missed it! The punish wasn't good. Well, the punish was good, but it could have been. It wasn't double DP. That was actually confirmed with a short stand jab. Does that work on Ken? I imagine it does. I'm getting rated again.
Final round. Now.
4. Welcome. Alright, hear me out. Sethany again, but this time it's Bison. And there's 2 of them. We got 2 Seths. We got Seth, and Bison Seth. Okay. No, 2 different ones. See, we had so much success with making Seth into a hot girl. Let's make Bison into a hot girl.
You win. Now. Fighters ready. Engage.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Rule 63 character in media where people reacted negatively. There probably is a really obvious example, but I can't think of one.
the heat of battle. Go for it.
People loved Femme Hugo from fucking SVC. Literally Hugo, but a girl. I don't think Femme Birdie would be any worse than that. Yeah, Femme Hugo. Dimitri's Midnight's Bliss turns whoever it hits into a girl.
You win. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Yeah, we do have some Rule 63 in the latest Street Fighter. Got 3 of them. Whether this French character has anything to do with Abel remains to be seen.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Big Bap Q. There's Mr. X in SNK. I think that's what they call him, right? There's also Girl Terry. There's Miss X, isn't it? It's just Eori and Drag. Oh yeah, this female guy too. That one doesn't really count because it's just gameplay. Well, I guess for Fong it'll probably just be gameplay at option 2.
You win.
We don't even know if the indigenous lady is gonna have anything from Tiok at all. Tiny cat versions of every character. Now you're talking. If I was a millionaire, I would give you all of it if it funded that game. This is someone who knows how to make a fighting game. I've only seen 3 tiny cat versions of characters, and they've all been fucking incredible. There's a tiny cat Ryu, tiny cat Kazuya, and a tiny cat Arcade, and they're all fucking perfect. It'd be kind of weird if there was a fighting game where every character was small. Like, imagine a fighting game where, like, every character is, like, here to here. Can you guys see my mouse? But the screen is, like, still this big. I think there was a Steam game I saw called, like, Little Mini Wizards or something like that. And one of the gimmicks of the game, it's like a cool little puzzle platformer, but one of the gimmicks of the game was that every character was super tiny. The characters took up a tiny portion of the screen.
Final round. Go.
Ah, tried to shimmy it, I think, but he didn't get that out in time. Necros had a couple back strongs that he didn't convert to super. Punish? Ugh, it didn't get the first hit. And then wasn't a punish. I thought I got a punish even if it wasn't. Even if it didn't get the first hit. But maybe it's because he blocked it from far away. It was more safe.
To the heat of battle. Go for it.
Micro Mages, that was probably it. Someone actually looked up the game. I remember seeing a trailer for it and it looked kind of good. I'm gonna look that up after the stream ends, which will be soon because I don't wanna keep going. What, 20 minutes into the video, give or take? Almost right on the money. I thought about that for my game. It's just kind of a funny notion.
Are you ready? Go.
I wouldn't actually change anything based on the way I've already got it so far, but it'd be kind of funny to reveal that all the characters are like a foot tall. It's like, oh yeah, this character is 300 Wicklocks tall, which is approximately equal to 1 Earth foot. Oh yeah, Peppa Pig's like 2.5 meters tall or something, right? Cursed as hell. Well, it's all a combo.
You win. Prepare to strike. Now.
My game's gonna take place on a fictional planet. One thing I'm playing around with is the planet is smaller and the gravity is lower, which might help to explore or might help to explain some of the slightly zanier acrobatic feats that may or may not happen in the game. What a DP! Which direction did he input that?
Prepare to strike. Now.
I think he got the legit autocorrect there. I don't know if it'd be funnier to make the characters tiny or huge, but I feel like it would feel a little fetishy regardless of which direction I went. It's like, hey, all these characters are 1 foot tall, and someone's like, this is just your fetish. Demon. Didn't work though. And then I make all the characters 9 feet tall, and someone else is just like, this is just your fetish. Yang is good for both casual and competitive, yeah.
You win. Now.
I'm not actually looking for artists yet, and I don't remember if I ever said that I was. I have a thing for Elena. I mean, I think she's attractive, but I think every Street Fighter girl is attractive for the most part, so take that as you will. Oh no, Elena's underage, I'm cancelled. Even poison, yes.
Prepare to strike.
Do with that information what you will. Even Seth, if you want me to say Seth as well. Oh, comboed. I just said that because I was maining her.
You win.
Cammy was younger than Sakura, yeah, and theoretically remains younger than Sakura.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Cammy was 16 and Sakura was a senior in high school, so 17 or 18. It is very cursed lore, yeah.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Wow. Nice. SA2. Novel.
All right. That's cool.
Her design's a bit basic. I mean, she's just wearing a glorified bikini. Her acrobatics are kind of cool. But there's no, like, fashion component, you know what I mean? Dark skin and white hair is kind of novel. You don't see that very often, and it always looks really good. It's like elves. Wow, what a confirm. Oh, is that combo? Akuma's heavy DP is really fucking fast. It's like 2 frames. Hits on frame 3, I think. Damn.
Are you ready? Go.
I think that was a good meter to spend. He definitely could have saved it and potentially saved it for a chip out.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
He could have like done just the fireball and then find some way to get DP into super. And the DP, if it wasn't parried, would kill before the super even came out. Oh, nice. Tatsu? No. He only parried 1 hit, so there was no kind of juggle. Wah! Oh, what a jump in though. This is possible, but it's not easy. Alright, now it's very possible. Now it's even, dare I say it, easy. What a jump! He was trying to make a DP go under him, and alternatively just get a guaranteed blocked attack into some kind of mix.
Now. Prepare to strike. Now.
Oof. What happened? Yang got owned. Bro, Yang got owned. That was like a perfect where he had like 7 different combos.
Alright, that's cool.
I don't know who's even going to be in the beta. I'll probably play Ryu. Like a basic bitch. I might play, what's her face? Kimberly, if she's going to be in there. She looks cute. And I like playing Guy.
Alright, that's cool.
So if Kimberly's much like Guy, I'll probably like her. Oh, I might play Guile. I don't know. Oh, that's so dirty, dude. Why the fuck you parry that whole thing? You don't even get a punish. Alright, looking at that list of characters, it's Ryu, Kimberly, or Guile. Maybe Ken. I mean, I'll probably fuck with all of them a little bit. I have a casual jury. Chun-Li might be neat. I'm not terribly interested in... I don't know. Yeah, I'd play with all of them.
Prepare to strike. Now.
I wonder if there's a period in Purple Checkmark's life when his name was Purple Checkmark, but he didn't have the Purple Checkmark. How do you get the Purple Checkmark? Perfect Input Sonic Booms is kind of cool. I thought that it was having the precise amount of charge, but one of my friends mentioned to me it's actually just doing the forward and the button on the same frame like Electric Wind Godfist. Is that right? Four frame. So it's like Dan's perfect specials in Dan's perfect specials in SF5 BT2. Those were pretty easy to get. The interesting thing is that it wasn't always better to get those. Cool punish. But I don't think I've ever actually seen a Dan do a combo with that. KKZ. I respect. That actually would have like near killed Ken if it hit.
You win. Now.
I found it easier to do the perfect specials than the bad ones for Dan. But if Dan does the non-perfect fireball, he can combo out of it. Whereas the perfect fireball is a launch. And there were some combos you could only get by getting the non-perfect fireball. It's kind of interesting. It's a good idea in concept, but I never actually saw anyone do it. Almost always I saw people just go for like, you know, perfect fireball, perfect DP. That little combo. Wow. Good parry, good DP.
Are you ready? Go.
Ah, hate to see it.
Final round. Now.
My guy said I ain't gonna sugarcoat it and then didn't even say anything. I'm like hanging on what he's not gonna sugarcoat. Maybe he didn't say it because he wasn't gonna sugarcoat it. So it was something sugarcoated. He just didn't say it. Oh, I don't know that meme. Damn, got him.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
Missed. Okay. EXDP. Fuck you, Overhead.
Are you ready? Go.
Nice. Red parry on like the second to last one. I've tried that. It's quite difficult. First of all, the EX Rekka can happen at any moment. Do we even have another revealed charge character? Does Chun-Li have charged fireballs or something? I tried to play Chun-Li in SF3 recently. And I was like, how the fuck does this character even work? Felt like I was missing something. And then like, in match 5, I was like, oh yeah, she's got a Kikoken. And then I remembered the entire character is based around Kikoken. I've had like someone ask about favorite ice cream flavor the last 3 or 4 times I streamed. It's mango, but a lot of places don't have mango. I'm also a huge fan of mint chocolate chip. After that, it's Rocky Road. Blanca didn't seem to be charged based on the footage we saw. Yeah, if you get 5 hits of electricity, that does an ass ton. Oh, he went for red. It's optimal to go for red there as Necro. He gets a much bigger punish. Oh, I think he can do... Isn't electricity a motion to start now? Or maybe you can just store it for a really long time or something. The dash happens automatically, right? If you do like both mediums during a normal, you automatically zoom in. With an FADC, you used to have to like actually tap forward. But if the drive dash is just happens without you having to break charge, that's very charge friendly. Oh, it still is? Does that work? Just went for that DP juggle. That probably works on some characters. I'd buy that Necro's one of them. Damn, Hadoken, huh? Drive rush after parry is forward, I'm pretty sure, right? But I didn't know after a normal. Well, the thing is, if they're as good with this game as they were with SF5 about having inherent charge on everyone, then it's not going to be an issue. Do Ryukara DP? So like the same input as Ken? Inherent charge. Yeah, so certain combos will give you charge time in and of themselves. So like Chun-Li stand medium punch into like low forward into spinning bird kick, for example. Like even though you're starting the combo with no charge, you have charge by the time you need to do the charge move. SF5 was really good about that. It's one of the best quality of life things it gave charge characters. Was that every charge character has either a combo that doesn't use a charge move or good inherent charge combos. Sometimes both. Nice. That was a really good super. Good punish. Shit. We got like one more match. And then I'm going to leave you guys. In older Street Fighter games, there would be a lot of charge characters who wouldn't have inherent charge combos. And it was super awkward because it was like, okay, what do I do? And that's why you had shit like DJ doing close forward, low forward. You had certain SF4 characters just going through a whole bunch of light normals. You have the entire SF3 character of Remy. He's got to go through Crouch Fierce, and if he can't go through Crouch Fierce, he's got fuck all. Crouch Fierce is his only normal that gives inherent charge.
Are you ready? Go.
Yeah, another way around it is just to have a character with charge and motion, and then just have the motion as a viable way to complete a combo. Bison can do that in SF5. You got your Inferno Enders if you want to use them. That probably builds meter, the electricity, because he gets it off before the opponent lands, so he reaches the active frames.
Go for it.
Yeah, Fong. Wow. He has lots of inherent charge stuff. So everyone else. Wow. Stand jab close forward, I think? I don't know. Maybe not that one. Oh yeah, short jab jab fierce. Cool. Oh, I'm scared. Ah, Yang won. Alright, I'm leaving. Later, nerds.